Alright guys, here we are to react and review the new trailer from the Pixar movie Onward. So Pixar always brings the heat. They know what they're doing.
They serve up the heat.
We can see a list of names a mile long here, so I think this will be a general good time for the whole family.
Chris Pratt, Tom Holland again.
Yep.
A lot of the same people whose checks get paid by the people that get paid by those checks, right? Are just like, hey, come over here.
Exactly.
We need you to lay out some dialogue.
Disney
in the
takes
booth.
care of their own.
Yeah, exactly. I know nothing about this though. Even the poster is just
I've
like
not
the
heard
night
a
sky.
damn thing about this.
The night sky with 2 moons, maybe. There's a clue.
Oh, so they're probably aliens.
Probably just aliens.
Think they're aliens coming to Earth.
Yeah, it's Onward. Like we're gonna go and do the thing, and then they end up at Earth, at the end.
That sounds good.
That's not even in the trailer. That's just what happens in the movie. Okay.
Let's check it out. Alright, so that was kind of a short trailer, spent more time showing the world than actually going into the movie. The world it displayed I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
It's up there with all the rest of their animations where it's just super
visually
quality.
fine,
I do like the idea of a fantasy world coming into the new time. So Onward, the progression.
This is like a very similar, I think, Saga, a bunch of other stuff. There's a bunch of properties out there where it's like fantasy creatures are real or certain fantasy things are real, but they're not what you were taught in school, whatever. These are not the things from the bedtime stories, right? This one is a little different of a spin where, because those 2 moons, it does take place somewhere else.
Yes.
In a world where all those things were real.
And there are no humans.
It's just time. Yeah, exactly. Like,
which is the nicest twist.
Normal things, right, or
Yes.
whatever. So this is just the hodgepodge fantasy world, whatever we feel like putting in, and then, but now there's cars and stuff or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I like that because that's what little like the trailer cuts to black and I'm like, is that it? And then there's like 2 more quick things and then that's it. And I'm like, oh no, I have no. But so Chris Pratt plays the Tom Holland. I assume that's Tom Holland's brother.
Yeah.
And Chris Pratt is like, ha, come hither and yon, we have a quest.
Yeah.
And that's funny because this is a world where I guess that's how people were because that's how that fits. And Tom Holland's like, what? Okay. And like they go. So now they're going off on a super bad like day, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the actual plot of the movie. Just speaking for what I'm seeing visually, that entertains me. I'm a person who likes the fantasy worlds and the creatures and the things, and I like to see what the spins they could do on them are. It's kind of going blindly into it because, again, don't know too much about the actual movie because they spent 5 seconds with the characters. But I'll go ahead and I'll thumbs this up.
Brave man, bold man. I have to thumbs it down, but it's not like a vigorous, like, this is shit, like I'm not doing a crazy thing, but just like, I can't do this with the jokes, like, you would expect unicorns are like majestic but they're really just raccoons in this universe. And then it's like, oh, and there's like a troll booth operator on the highway or whatever, right? Some weird, and
well,
like,
I think that's more of because it's a bridge and he's a troll.
Whatever, right?
Not so much the pun on the name.
The point is that this is the like there's a goat man, a pan person painting and jumping high because of whatever, right? There's all these things, whatever it is.
Called? That's
whatever, satyr, whatever.
A satyr.
But like it's been a long time since Shrek. I understand you can be like, oh, that's the thing. So like that's not enough for me. I need to see like what.
I don't think it's for us though.
What is this movie about? Like, yeah, it's probably for kids. That's fine.
This is certainly because what's so weird is like Shrek is fresh in our mind and stuff.
Shrek's a million years old.
Even the Shrek the Fourth, was still like what?
20 years ago.
Like 10 years ago.
I don't know. A long time ago.
So you have a whole generation of kids that are the right age for this. That's an old movie to them.
It did not look as good as Shrek, though. I don't know what Shrek's trailer was like anymore because it's been 30 years.
No, the trailer,
the point is, like,
comedy-wise, was better for Shrek, yes.
Yeah.
But visuals, this is better.
Well, yeah, it's.
But not all things are better because of time.
Well,
we've seen some things recently that came out that I'm like, oh, that's a pile of shit.
Yeah, but I don't care how things look. I just care I don't only care how things look. I should say, right?
Well, I think that's a a big part for children's things because you can pop these things on for kids that can barely speak, but the visuals are in their brain and stuff. But we're judging it as us, not as
I was gonna say
5-year-old us.
It does seem bad for a kids movie. Doesn't seem whatever. This trailer just seems like the first trailer. It's not a teaser, but it's not like
it's almost a teaser though. If you would have cut out all the beginning stuff showing the world, it would have been a 10-second.
I was gonna
trailer,
say,
so
like,
it's essentially a teaser.
I was gonna say it's basically a teaser, but I assumed you would say, no, it's not a teaser, technically speaking, or something like that.
Technically, it's not. But
I know, but
for all intents and purposes, this is pretty much a teaser.
For my thing, it's kind of like the elevator pitch and then like the first sentence of the story or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would just, for me to be able to thumbs it up and say, this one looks different, this one looks good, this one looks better, this one looks interesting amongst the field of all these
Something
movies.
would have had to happen.
Well, I just need to know, like, what is the quest? What's the funny
Are they
thing?
elves? Like, what are they?
I don't. Yeah, just like some sort of thing where I can go, oh, that's funny, or that's great, or that's dumb, or that's interesting, and have like a thing.
They look like
I just need
vampire
one
people
more
to
thing.
me.
We thought they were vampires.
Yeah.
Because of the ears.
Well, and the blue skin,
Yeah,
like they have
the whole tone of
features
it,
that
yeah.
look, what
Exactly.
I've been taught to believe is a cartoon vampire.
Ah.
But Microsoft, that's a split decision on this.
They were in a hotel in Transylvania.
It's certainly possible.
Yeah, one up, one down.
Crossover. All right, guys, that's our thoughts on this. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.